Assalamu alaikum, dear student. I welcome you in my course Political Science. And this is your lecturer Amreen Ayaz Khan. Our topic is government and types of government. So let's get started. First of all, let's discuss what is government. Government is a system of social control under which the right to make laws and the right to enforce them is given to a particular group in society. Government power can be held by one individual, a few, or a majority. Government comes in different forms. The basic law determining the form of government is called the Constitution and may be written as in the United States or largely unwritten as in Great Britain. Moreover, modern government have many jobs including providing for the security of their country, keeping order, establishing a system of justice so that people are treated fairly, providing welfare services to those in need, regulating the economy, establishing educational system. In extreme cases of governmental regulation, every aspect of people's life is controlled, and this system is called totalitarianism. Totalitarianism बेटा ऐसा सिस्टम होता है that is centralized and dictatorial. Forms of government. We distinguish between forms of government on the basis of its organizational structure and the degree of control exercised over the society. In forms of government, today we would be learning about the following forms of government like democracy, monarchy, theocracy, dictatorship, and transitional. After a few economic systems, because they are closely connected to governments, we would study some economic systems like capitalism, socialism, and communism. In forms of government, we will start our discussion from democracy. Democracy is a supreme power and it is given to the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation. Democratic countries have their free election where all citizens have a vote. ऐसे कंट्रीज़ जहाँ पर तमाम शहरियों को वोट का हक हासिल होता है. Examples of democratic countries today: United States of America, Philippines, and Pakistan. Monarchy. Monarchy is ruled by a single person, and this person is called a queen or king, who is a permanent head of the state. The term is now used to refer to countries with hereditary rules. This means that rule is passed down from parent to child. Constitutional monarchies are more common today. Under this system, the powers of the king or queen are restricted to those granted in the constitution. Most constitutional monarchies use a parliamentary system in which the king or the queen may have strictly ceremonial duties. They often have an elected prime minister and who is the head of the government. Examples of the countries with monarchies today are Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Great Britain with constitutional monarchy, Australia, Morocco, and Bhutan, where is constitutional monarchy. Theocracy. So next form is theocracy. In a theocracy government, leaders are member of the clergy. Clergy means, dear student, church officials. and the state's legal system is based on religious law. Rulers are thought to be divinely guided. Example of theocracies today, Iran and the Vatican. Next form is dictatorship. And the example of dictatorships are North Korea, Libya, Myanmar means Burma, and Sudan. In traditional government, a traditional government is one that is in the process of changing from one form to another. Countries with transitional governments are often unstable, and examples of these countries are Afghanistan and Iraq. So what is economic system? Economics has to do with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Capitalism is a system in which individuals and corporations are free to invest in and own all aspects of a business. In a capitalist country, people own their own companies and can manage them to earn a profit. Dictatorship is a government in which a single leader or a party exercises absolute control over all citizens in every aspect of their lives. In most cases, this absolute power is exercised in a cruel way. Other names for a dictatorship include autocracy, military junta, right wing, totalitarianism, or fascism. In our economic system, next is socialism. Political and economic system in which some businesses are controlled by the government rather than by individuals. In a socialist country, people have equal rights to various benefits like health and education, and there is an effort to limit the inequalities of wealth and power. Taxes are often quite high to provide for these benefits. People do hold private property in socialist countries. A country can be both socialist and democratic. Communism, a political and economic system in which the government control all businesses. मीन्स ऐसा पॉलिटिकल या इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम जिसमें गवर्नमेंट को पूरा कंट्रोल होता है तमाम बिजनेसेस को अपने कंट्रोल में लेने का. Individual people cannot own property or industries, and in theory, people of all social classes are treated equally. Communist countries have totalitarian government. All communists have socialist, but not all socialists are communist. So remember this point. Well, my dear student, now we are going to study 3 branches of government. The first one is the executive branch. The president of United States is the leader of executive branch. Mean किसी भी executive branch में president is the leader. The president's duties are to enforce federal law and recommends new one, serve as commander-in-chief of the armed forces like army, navy, air forces and marines. The president cabinet carrying out the laws of the United States is a big job. To help the president has a vice president and department heads who advise the president on issues and help carry out policies. The vice president serves as president of the Senate and becomes president if the president can no longer do the job. As far as the cabinet departments are concerned, so we are going to talk about few of the cabinet departments. The Department of Education provides money for public schools and loan to help people attend colleges. This department makes sure there is equal access to education and promote educational excellence throughout the nation. Next is the Department of Health. So this department looks after people's health and provides services that include that include conducting medical research, preventing diseases, and assuring the safety of the food and drugs. Next is the Department of Energy. The Department of Energy research and develop energy systems that are friendly to the environment but are not too expensive. Other departments in the President cabinets are Commerce, Justice, Labor, Housing and Urban Development, Interior, Homeland. The Judicial Branch. The judicial branch of government is made up of the court system. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. सबसे बड़ी कोर्ट जो है वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट है. It was established by the Constitution. Other federal courts were established by Congress. Courts decide arguments about the meaning of laws, how laws are applied, के laws को applied कैसे करना है, and whether laws break the rules of the Constitution. Supreme Court. The Supreme Courts hear cases that have made their way through the lower court system. There are more than 7,500 cases sent to the Supreme Court each year. Only about 80 to 100 cases are actually accepted. There are 9 Supreme Court justices, one of the 9 being the Chief Justice. The justices of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President, approved by the Senate, and can serve for life. Our next branch is the legislative branch. The US Congress is made up of 2 parts, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Congress meets at the US Capitol in Washington, D.C. Its primary duty is to write, debate, and pass bills, which are then passed on to the President for approval to become laws. The House of Representatives. In the House, the representation is based on the number of people living in each state. Therefore, states with larger population have more representation than states with smaller population. Each state has at least one representative in the House. In the House of Representatives, each representative serves a term of 2 years. When the term is over, people from that state may choose to elect a new representative or keep the same. Means they have both the choices, either to keep the same one or to elect a new representative. Senate. The Senate, each of 50 states sends 2 people to the Senate. So there are a total of 100 senators. This means that each state has equal representation in the Senate. Here we are taking the example of US. Each senator serves a term of 6 years. When their 6-year term is over, the people from that state may choose to elect a new senator or keep the same one. Well, dear student, as far as the special duties of legislature are concerned, in addition to make laws, the House and the Senate each have some special duties. The duties of Senates are that like the Senate can vote on any treaties the President make, review and approve presidential appointees such as cabinet, secretaries and Supreme Court justice, hold a trial for a government official who does something wrong, And House of Representatives can recommend tax bill to become law, decide if a government official should be put on trial before the Senate if he or she commit a crime against the country. Well, dear student, today you learned about the forms of the government and the branches of government. I hope that the topic is clear to you all, and I'll see you in the next video with a new topic. Thank you.